everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, which we will be continuing on in the fourth case of the game, The Forgotten Turnabout, and Part 1. Last episode we began the hearing for Edgeworth's, to see if he's fit as a prosecutor or whatever. And thankfully, Edgeworth is using this opportunity to be able to continue to battle against Blaise the Best and Courtney and Sebastian and prove Kay's innocence and hopefully get his badge back. So last time we kind of figured out that something is up with the autopsy report. And I'm thinking... Let's see. I'm thinking it's this one, but I'm not sure if it's the last one either. I think we're gonna use the raincoat itself because there's blood on the hood, which throws off everything? Yeah. Why is there blood on the hood? Chairman the Best, do you know what this is?
It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney?
The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again? I suppose it just might come to that. Just Courtney, answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those blood stains were located? Of course I do. They were on the hood. Wait, it can't be.
Huh? What does this mean?
Judge Courtney, were there any other bloodstains besides the ones on the hood? Aha! None were detected. Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been bloodstains on the front of the raincoat. However, the only blood they found was on the hood. This is a huge contradiction, and the head injury was supposed to happen after death, so that's really doesn't make sense. The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound. After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest. It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim first suffered the head wound. If she had already been stabbed in the chest, the raincoat would have been stained with blood and she should have been like dead, you know? Therefore, it is unthinkable that her chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound. So the order of the wounds would be first the head, followed by the chest. However, does that really change the situation? You know it does! With this, a contradiction is born, one that overturns all of our assumptions up until now. Is the change really that great? I look forward to hearing it. Well then, this contradiction, why don't you show it to me? With evidence. Which piece of evidence shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds? The one we literally just talked about it. The autopsy report. This is the autopsy report, written by Dr. Young. According to this, the head wound was post-mortem. But that's not what the raincoat shows. Exactly. It's the exact opposite. Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bonnie Young at once. Until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the curtains on this case.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Here we go. Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive. In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case. The conductor. We still don't know who that person is.
Now that you mention it, even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is.
The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about it? Do you have any ideas?
I'm still not sure at the moment, however. There is someone I have in mind. A certain individual involved with this case who might know something about it.
Who's that?
It's you.
It looks like he's pointing at him, but he's not. Blaise the best. I demand your testimony, you shady mother effer.
What? My daddy?
Sorry, buddy. Your dad's evil.
Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Pops?
Are you trying to cast suspicion towards the chairman of the PIC? Do you understand what that means?
Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is trying to pin the crime on Kay.
The evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage, these items did not come into her possession out of her own volition. By some method, that man purposely planted them on her personage. It is hard to believe such a sudden accusation, but I'll ask just in case. Why would he do that?
Obviously, to direct suspicion towards Kay.
I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier. Mr. Chairman, your response?
Are you too shocked to speak?
No, he just doesn't care.
And what of it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it? You say that you drew out some words from me, but you don't have a shred of proof, you know. No one else heard it but you. It just doesn't work like that, you see. Or do you have something else? You know, some kind of basis for your argument?
This confidence. He also showed it at the cell. This arrogant. He's evil. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman.
But of course, I'm pretty interested in this matter myself, you know. I'd like to know just what part of me seems criminal to Edgeworth.
How about the fact that you're able to just stand there with your eyes full of liquid all the time? It's so creepy.
There's no one as honest as I am, you see.
How can he say that with a straight face? Let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is a cause for suspicion. This is the PIC meeting room. I imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter. I mean, they should actually be being investigated right now. Everybody should be like, yo, PIC sus, let's be investigating this, you know?
That's why all the members have keycards, you know. I think we can assume that multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the PIC would be the best?
Yes. Why? Don't help me.
Because the conductor had to have been a PIC member.
Wait, no, I helped you.
What was that all about?
What do I do, Pops? I just helped the enemy.
Sebastian really is an idiot, you know. But you see, Edgeworth, I'm not the only one with access, you know.
Indeed, there are 11 members in the PIC. Even if we rule out the victim, Miss Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects, and none of y'all are being questioned. All of y'all just sitting here like it's a regular day. I don't understand this.
It's not me! Oh god!
Wow! Oh, 10 of y'all so loud. They act like they're a whole bunch of people, like the gallery at the courthouse. It couldn't be the chairman, right?
I don't know who it is, but whoever it is should just come forward.
Yes, yes. Everyone just calm down, you know? Edgeworth, is that all you got? Where's the evidence to suspect me? Oh, so you've fallen silent. But you've gone too far, you see. I won't forgive you anymore. It's too late for regrets, you know. I'm a very important man, you see. Former Chief Prosecutor and Chairman of the PIC. Yeah. It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know. 'Cause you see... There he goes, burning stuff again. Either way, it won't make any difference. 'Cause I'm gonna bully you. I gotta admit, it's a really cool testimony title. Most of them are pretty generic, but every now and then you get one that has like a funny or interesting title, and this is one of them. You've been rambling on for quite a while about the most trivial details, you know? Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and... what else was there? It just doesn't matter, you know? 'Cause you see, none of that means anything, you know? Think about it. We've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. That's all that matters, you see. She'll even get a lighter sentence with her confession, you know. Now then, if there are any contradictions, be my guest.
How can that be considered a testimony? There must be a contradiction somewhere. That person. He's very important, isn't he? Mr. Edgeworth, it's all right. Let's just give up. Surely I must have killed her. I can even remember it.
Don't be tied down by your muddled memories. If you want to believe in something, believe in your own innocence. Believe in me who believes in you.
But
my opponent is the PIC chairman. Taking him down won't be easy. However, he has underestimated me. If I can take advantage of that. Alright. Let's see. Location of the murder, order of the wounds. Press? The autopsy report and the questions about the conductor. Were you even listening? Talk is cheap, you know. I was listening, you see, but I didn't think much of it, you know. You didn't think much of it, even after I brought up all those issues. Perhaps your judgment needs to be questioned rather than my ability as a prosecutor. That's a good one, Edgeworth. But you see... This doesn't matter. None of that means anything. Why? How can you say it doesn't matter? Are you trying to suppress the truth? Well, you see, it simply doesn't matter as much as you say it does, you know. You see, Edgeworth, you're only saying it matters to avoid the real issue here. Suspect herself saying she killed the victim. It may be true she confessed, however, that does not make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony.
Objection.
Oh, is that the first time we heard his voice? Oh, wow. It's almost as creepy as Manfred von Karma's voice. Wow. Objection. Sounds like a smoker. Oh, I'm not trying to do that voice at all. No, no, no. Even if you say that, it still won't solve anything. What good will it do to deny her confession? Sounds like nonsense to me. Wanna try asking her again? I think she'll just say that she's the murderer again, though. Very well. Let's try asking her again, one last time. I'd like to hear from Kay herself whether or not she's the culprit.
Huh? From me?
Will that be alright? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you. I do not mind. However, I shall ask Kay the question myself. I'm moved to tears, Oh, how touching, how very touching. Fine then, I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition. If all this proves to be a waste of time... Wow. Then that will be the end of it. How's that sound? The end of the hearing? Yes, yes. It seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found, beyond a shadow of a doubt, guilty. Yep, it's a fine idea. Guilty, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, that's right. That's harsh, but either way, if I do nothing, she'll be declared guilty. Kay!
Yes.
I know what I'm asking of you is unreasonable, but please, I want you to answer me. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that would prove your innocence?
Why? Why would you go that far from me? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse. If that were the case, I would only make things worse for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay Faraday must have been a despicable criminal. Someone who betrayed your trust.
Don't worry. We've only known each other for a short while, but I know you very well. Hey, the music kicking in. I'd even say that I know you better than yourself, now that you've lost your memories. Oh, look at that bar! Damn! You cannot possibly be the culprit, because your true identity is... the Yatagarasu!
Take that!
The great thief, Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is a noble thief who would never stoop to murder. Come on, Kay.
No, it's useless. After all, no matter what, that memory still remains. This image that's stuck in my head, I just can't get rid of it. That means I must have...
Hold it!
There's no clear evidence to prove that you're the culprit, besides your own confession. Remember what I said. You must believe in yourself. Or perhaps you cannot trust my words.
No, that's not it. It's because you are trying to save someone like me. You've already lost so much, all for my sake. I can't bear it anymore. Please, please just give up.
I see now. I thought it was strange. The reason you were acting like you wanted to be found guilty was because you were concerned about me. It's just like you, Kay. Oh, the feels.
It's because you're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth.
Unfortunately, I may fall short of your expectations. I'm not trying to be a good person, I'm trying to be a good father. There's a difference. No matter how much you may want me to give up, I'll keep trying to save you. That is the nature of who I am. Whether or not it is a burden for you is none of my concern. Kay, believe in yourself once more. You are a noble, great thief. What you should be doubting is your memory of committing the murder. That is my wish above all else. Please. Kay! Oof.
What is it? Did you remember something?
If she remembers something now, it'd be like a bad movie.
Bull.
Bull? Bullshit? She calling him a bull? What's going on? I think we're all like, what? Bull?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please ask her to clarify.
Well, Kay, what do you mean by bull?
I remember now. The person in the red raincoat had that with her.
Oh?
The stuffed bull doll. I'm certain of it. Is that true, defendant? Yes, Your Honor. The court hereby accepts the defendant's statement as a new piece of testimony.
Objection.
Uh-oh. Quit messing around, Courtney. A testimony like that cannot be accepted, you know.
Your objection has been noted, sir. However, testimony about the victim's belongings
Has been lacking up until now.
Objection.
Uh-oh. Nevertheless, you know, vague memories cannot be trusted, you know. You hypocrite!
her memories are vague. That would be bad for us as well. Didn't you say this earlier yourself, Mr. Chairman? Since we have the suspect's confession, we don't need to worry about the trivial details.
Ah, this lighter's acting up now.
If we decide to doubt her memories, then we must also doubt her confession, which is the main foundation of our case.
Hey, nice one, Courtney. Hey, you actually thinking with your head, okay.
Are you willing to do that, sir?
Oh, you're right. Well, never mind then. I shall leave it to you.
Thank you very much.
We did it. It was touch and go for a while there. However, those words of Judge Courtney just now, it almost feels as if she's on our side all of a sudden. I still don't like you.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know anything about this stuffed animal? Don't we have it?
Do we have it? Yeah, it's just been sitting in our inventory, so... from the president's plane. Interesting. The stuffed animal Kay spoke of must have been this. We found it in the storeroom. It is believed to be one of the items for the auction.
This is...
Huh? Do you know something about it, Justine?
No, it's just a bit different from what I imagined.
Indeed, it's certainly not what I would have expected the victim to be carrying. Okay. Oh. It's kinda cute. Like, oh, little ball. The right horn seems to be fine. The entire balance feels a bit off.
This horn, it looks like you can move it.
What? Oh?
What was that buzzing sound?
It seems this toy is equipped with a recording device. And the... Oh? I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. Ah! Oh. Is this the moment of the murder?
Who could have recorded something like this?
One of them has a burn mark. A burn mark! That sounds familiar. This is... There ain't no doubt about it. This here was what I heard.
We cannot verify when these voices were recorded. It's also possible that they aren't related to the case at all. If only we had some video as well.
That's hogwash. I'm telling you, that right there was the conversation that I heard. The victim was holding on to it, right? I reckon it must have been recorded when she got attacked.
That certainly is a possibility. However, your testimony alone is insufficient.
That's kind of bullcrap, but whatever. Ha, bullcrap.
I require something with a little more credibility.
Again, her words. It almost sounds as if she's trying to give me advice. Judge Courtney, there's no mistake that those voices were from the incident. Please recall the audio that was recorded by the stuffed animal. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. If we compare this part of the recording with a certain piece of evidence, we can prove it. This evidence shows that the recording took place during the moment of the crime. Ah, where is it? Is it here? Yeah, burn mark on victim's hand.
The autopsy report. And exactly what part of the autopsy report shows that?
Really? I gotta point it out? This part shows that the recording took place between burn mark. What's a big gap between burn and mark? I remember clearly what that voice said. You can't hide that burn from me. On the victim's hand, there was a burn mark. Indeed, it just happened to match up, you see. But what of it? According to case testimony, the victim had been holding the stuffed animal. And it just happened to record a characteristic of the victim, namely the burn. That's just a coincidence. I mean, it could happen, right?
I do not think so. It is hard to believe that all of this is simply a coincidence. The voices on the stuffed animal were most likely recorded during the incident.
One of these voices must belong to the true culprit. From what we've heard, it must have been the one who was doing most of the talking. But what's the point? In the end, we still can't tell their gender or identity, you know? Indeed, because they had been using voice changes, it can't be helped.
It seems the situation has become quite clear. The conversation Miss Hart overheard was between the culprit and Miss Crane.
That's what I've been telling you from the start. And from this we will understand a new fact. Please enlighten us then. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Chairman.
Do what you want.
According to Miss Hart's testimony, just before the incident, two people came up from the auction hall using the lift. It must have been the conductor and one of the auction guests. They probably went there to settle the payment after winning a bid. And then it was there that the crime was carried out. Since the auction continued after the crime took place, we are led to a single truth. This is the new fact that we have arrived at.
That doesn't make sense if the culprit is Jill Crane. The culprit is the conductor.
Since the conductor was the only one who could keep the auction going, we can conclude that the deceased victim could not have been the conductor.
Justine?
Please be quiet here, okay?
She talks to him like he's a little kid. It's really funny.
If the conductor was not the victim, then they must have been the culprit. Please wait. That alone is insufficient. Of course, even I do not intend to rely only upon the process of elimination. Certain traces left at the crime scene led me to believe that the culprit is the conductor. Well then, please show it to us.
And we'll be doing that in the next episode. I think we're almost there, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day.